Ever heard of a password spray attack? It's a cyber threat you should definitely know about. This is not your typical brute force attack where hackers are trying to crack one account using a multitude of passwords. No, a password spray attack is much more cunning. Cyber criminals armed with a small set of commonly used or previously breached credentials launch their attack on multiple accounts simultaneously. Picture it like a thief trying the same key on a multitude of locks, hoping to find the one that it fits. And why is this method preferred by cybercriminals? Simple. It's because it's a low and slow approach that often flies under the radar of traditional security measures. So even as defenders are getting smarter, attackers are finding new ways to exploit the weak links in our cybersecurity chains. Now that we know what a password spray attack is, let's delve into how it has evolved and why it's such a significant threat. Password spray attacks have come a long way and have become a major cybersecurity issue. They began as a simple brute force method, where attackers would blast away at an account with a barrage of commonly used passwords. Now we see these attacks evolving, becoming more sophisticated and expanding their reach. These cyber crooks are no longer just hammering away at the front door. They've learned to move laterally within networks, finding the weakest link and exploiting it. Once they've gained access, they can quietly move around, probing for valuable information or setting up shop for long-term data theft. It's like a burglar who's found a way into your home, and instead of grabbing the nearest valuables and running, they're going room to room, checking every drawer and closet. But the evolution doesn't stop there. Password spray attacks have found a new playground, the dark web. On this hidden part of the internet, there's a thriving market for stolen credentials. Here, attackers can buy and sell breached passwords, making their attacks even more effective. It's a grim reminder that once your password is out there, it can end up in the hands of anyone, anywhere in the world. Now let's talk about the impact. The risks posed by weak and reused passwords cannot be overstated. If your password is weak, or if you're using the same one across multiple accounts, you're essentially rolling out the red carpet for these attackers. And the consequences can be dire, ranging from personal identity theft to major breaches of corporate networks. The domino effect of a successful password spray attack can ripple outward, affecting not just the initial victim, but a whole network of interconnected systems and users. With such alarming impacts, how can we tell if a password spray attack is happening? Identifying a password spray attack isn't always easy, but there are some signs to watch out for. One of the most common signs is unusual login activity. This could mean a sudden surge in failed login attempts or a series of successful logins from different unknown locations. These attacks often use small sets of commonly used or previously breached credentials against multiple accounts. So if you notice several accounts experiencing these issues simultaneously, it could be a sign of a password spray attack. Another sign is unexpected account changes. If you see unanticipated modifications to your account details or settings, it could mean an attacker has gained access using a password spray technique. Remember, these signs are not foolproof. Cybercriminals are constantly evolving their methods to bypass detection, but being aware of these signs can help you identify when you might be at risk. So we know the signs, but how can we protect ourselves from these attacks? Prevention is better than cure, especially when it comes to password spray attacks. The best way to safeguard your online accounts is through proactive measures, and the first step to this is adopting complex passwords. A complex password is like a strong fortress. It's harder for attackers to breach. Make sure your password includes a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Avoid using common phrases, personal information, or sequential numbers. Next, let's talk about multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Think of MFA as an additional layer of security. It's like having a secondary lock on your door. Even if attackers crack your password, they'd still need to bypass this second hurdle. MFA could involve a text message code, an email confirmation, or even biometric data like fingerprints. Regular review of settings is also crucial. This is akin to a routine security check. Regularly update your passwords, scrutinize your account activity, and ensure your security settings are up to date. But remember, even the most robust fortresses can be breached with the right tools and enough time. It's crucial to keep an eye out for signs of password spray attacks, such as unusual login activity or sudden account changes. Lastly, make sure to educate yourself about these threats. The more knowledgeable you are, the better you can protect yourself. Attend cybersecurity seminars, read up on recent breaches, stay informed about the latest threats. Remember, staying vigilant and educated about these threats is key to your cybersecurity resilience. Let's wrap up what we've learned today about password spray attacks. They're a cunning technique, rapidly firing common credentials at multiple accounts. Their evolution has led to lateral movement within networks and even the dark web. Unusual logins or account changes can be red flags, but don't worry, you're not defenseless. Strengthen your fort with complex, unique passwords and multi-factor authentication. Regularly review your settings and stay proactive in risk mitigation. Remember, security vigilance and equitable education are our best weapons. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and you can keep your digital world safe from password spray attacks.